Welcome to our animal versus plant mitosis activity. So for this activity, you just need to make sure that you have cut out the table and glued it into your notebook. We are then going to identify the different stages of mitosis, um, interphase, and cytokinesis in the center. And then we're also going to identify the major differences in how the cells undergo cell division by mitosis. So we're going to start at the very top with interphase. So remember, when we're talking about the cell cycle, that is going to include interphase, mitosis, and then cytokinesis. So the entirety of cell division plus interphase. So interphase is when the cell is chilling, it's hanging out, doing its everyday cell stuff. So if this is a nerve cell, it's sending signals for one cell to communicate with another. If it's the xylem for a plant cell, right, it's transporting water from the roots of the plant, up to a leaf somewhere at the top. So it's living its best life. After interphase, we have prophase. So prophase is where our nucleus will start to dissolve, right? And our chromosomes are now visible. Okay, so the same thing for both the plant and the animal cell. Metaphase, our chromosomes have lined up in the middle of the cell. So metaphase, middle. Okay, chromosomes are in the middle of the cell. We have our centrioles, right, which actually formed back here in prophase. Okay, centrioles, they have created spindle fibers, which have reached out and connected to the centromere in order to move the DNA into the middle of the cell. The DNA can't move on its own, okay? The centrioles are what are guiding the chromosomes. So chromosomes are lined up in the middle of the cell. We then have anaphase away. So our double chromosomes have been ripped apart and have been moved away from each other towards opposite ends of the cell. So we don't say they've been moved to the left or to the right, or up or down. We say away, because cells don't know directions, okay? So anaphase away. The cells have moved to opposite ends of the cell. And then telophase. This is when our nucleus will start to reform. Nucleus reforms, okay? And then here is where mitosis will start to be different, whether we're talking about an animal cell or a plant cell. So after telophase, we have cytokinesis. Now, for an animal cell, cytokinesis involves pinching of the cell membrane in a cleavage furrow. Okay, that pinching creates our two daughter cells. In a plant cell, we can't pinch the cell because it has a cell wall. So plants will form what's called a cell plate that will divide the two nuclei to create our two daughter cells. The end result is still the same. We started with one parent cell and we ended with two identical daughter cells. Okay, so interphase and mitosis are the same for animal cells and plant cells. It's only the last phase of cell division, cytokinesis, where we see a difference. In animal cells, we have the cleavage furrow where we are pinching that cell membrane, and then in plant cells, we have the formation of that cell plate to give us our two daughter cells. Okay, so hopefully that was a good review to help you kind of better understand the differences for mitosis in animal cells versus mitosis in plant cells.